Welcome to the dreaded, you're always going to get one with velocity, an orbit equation with velocity. You'll always get one with period, right? So for period, you're going to use this guy, G, central body, satellite mass over r squared, right? This is the force of gravity. That's going to equal the force of gravity, but we're going to use 4 pi squared r over t squared, right? So if you have the period, you've got to use this one because that's the one with the period in it, right? The satellite mass still cancels, right? And so we are trying to solve for the period, right? And that's our t. So let's cross multiply. Let's go gm t squared, right? And then multiply this equals 4 pi squared. That's r to the third, right? And now we're solving for t, so let's divide by gm. And now we still have to get t, right? So it's square root. So t is going to be the square root of 4 pi squared r to the third over gm. And now we can just plug that in. So that is 4 pi squared. Our r is this, right? 3.9 times 10 to the 8th to the third, don't forget that, right? Over 6.67 e minus 11. I'm using all this mixed stuff. These times 10 to the and e mean the same thing, right? And then our mass is this, right? So 5.97 e24. And then it's the square root of that. I could pull this out, by the way, make it 2 pi outside, but I'm not going to. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to go square root, right? 4 pi squared, right, times 3.9 e8 raised to the third, okay, right arrow, okay, divided by parentheses. I got to put this denominator in parentheses if I'm flattening it. You can use the fraction thing too, that also works. But I'm flattening this thing, so 6.67 e minus 11 times 5.97 e24, right parenthesis to end the denominator. I think I'm done. And I've got 2425083.498. Let's see, where is that? There it is. So it's 2.43 times 10 to the 6th seconds. That's a long time. There it is. So just look at it. One's going to be period. I'm going to either give you the period or ask for the period, right? One of them is going to be velocity, right? If it's period, use that. If it's velocity, then this side is mv squared over r. These are a little simpler, so I'm sure that I made sure that every assessment had one with period, one with velocity. Happy hunting.